Good evening, and thank you for coming to the meeting this evening. Please rise for the pledge to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and with that, we'll start. So we go to the approval of the minutes. 2.1, motion approving the August 14th, 2024 minutes of the regular meeting of the town board. Do you have a motion?
So moved.
Thanks, seconded. Thanks. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. Okay, and then we go to a bid opening. The Parkway pump package bids were opened on August 14th, 2024 at 2 p.m. in the town clerk's office with Todd Hunsinger and Sarah Meany, deputy town clerk present. W20 131 Port Watson Street, Cortland, New York, 13045, which is a bid price of $87,835. And now we move to a public hearing. So we're going to open the public hearing with the legal notice, and I read it for verbatim. The original notice reads as, notice is hereby given that a public hearing will be held on August 28th, 2024 at 6 p.m. for consideration of the issuance of aquifer permit regarding the premises situated at 3039 Vestal Road for the construction of a diesel fuel storage tank and fueling station for Casella waste vehicles in the town of Vestal, New York. Please take further notice that the environmental significance of said proposed permits will be reviewed by the Vestal Town Board of the town of Vestal incident to and as a part of said public hearing. Therefore, pursuant to statute, the town board of the town of Vestal will hold a public hearing in the town boardroom, Vestal Town Hall, 605 Vestal Parkway West, Vestal, New York. At the time of the hearing, all interested persons will be heard. Okay, one moment, please.
It was in our agenda. Yeah, it's in our addendum.
I apologize for the delay. With that, we will open it for public questions or comments. We do ask you to keep them short, within 3 minutes. And as with all public portions, we do ask you to be respectful of everybody in the room and to speak to the board only. Okay, so with that, does anybody have any questions or comments regarding the proposed project? Okay, very good. So with that, nobody wishes to speak, so we will close the public portion. And we're not voting on it, correct?
No.
Very good. Okay, so we'll close out that section for this evening. We don't have any supervisor updates. So we're going to move on to the privilege of the floor. If you haven't been here before, privilege of the floor is the first portion of the public comment section. But privilege of the floor is reserved simply for agenda items only. There is another section at the end of the meeting in which you can comment or have a question about any other topic related to the town board. However, this is specifically for agenda items. So again, same rules, please. 3 minutes. Please show respect to everybody in the room. Nothing personal for anybody on the board or any individual in the room or of the public. And to address the board only. Does anybody have any questions or comments on agenda items? Okay, very good. So we'll close out that section and we're going to go on to resolutions and motions. That's that side. Okay, so we do have a resolution for this evening. It is 7.1.1. It is to resolve to endorse the Vestal Fire District Dissolution Plan. Do we have a motion
So moved.
and seconded?
Seconded.
Do we have discussion? Okay, just as an explanation then, this is one resolution in the process of the fire department becoming independent. It has a lot of steps to it. So there will be a public hearing, specifically on the dissolution plan, and that will be held on October 2nd. So this is just the board saying that we are endorsing the plan. And then we are ready to proceed to the next part, which is the public hearing. Correct? Okay. Okay, so with that,
I'll not need it.
yes, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. Thank you very much. And Public Works section. Both of them are not here this evening. So I'll read it. So our Public Works, 8.1.1 is a request from Scott Groats, Water and Wastewater Superintendent, for the town board to award the Parkway Pump Station to the single bidder, W 131 Port Watson Street, Cortland, New York, 13045. The bid price was $87,835. And do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. And seconded?
Seconded.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, and it's carried. And finance, Sue?
Any authorization for the town board to approve payment in the amount of $8,700 to the law firm of Hancock Estabrook LLP for outside counsel fees for legal services rendered through July 31, 2024. And this was just payment for legal bills that were rendered.
Okay, thank you. It's been reviewed. Okay, motion?
Well, you
Yeah.
want me to read all of them and then we'll vote
Individual.
one at a time? Okay.
So you read the first one, so do we have a motion?
So moved.
And seconded?
Second.
And just as an explanation in discussion time, each of the bills on the agenda this evening has been reviewed by the town attorney to make sure that they were correct and appropriate. And with that, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried. I'm sorry, mine was a yes. I'm not sure I said it. And we'll move on to the second one.
And then we have authorization for the town board to approve payment in the amount of $495 to the law firm of Coughlin and Gerhart LLP for outside counsel fees for professional services rendered through July 31, 2024.
Very good. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. And seconded?
Second.
Thank you. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And it's carried. Okay, and Sue, do you want to do that section?
Personnel authorization to appoint Matthew Del Gaudio retroactively to the position of museum rec planner at the rate of $20 per hour for 20 hours per week, effective August 22nd, 2024. Such appointment is contingent on all town and civil service requirements being satisfied. Funding for this position is from budget line A7450.
Very good. Thank you. And a motion
So moved.
and seconded?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And it's carried. And Matthew, so we have a new museum coordinator. So we're very excited. He has lots of great ideas and we want to welcome to our team. Okay, and Sue, next section.
Planning and zoning authorization to advertise on September 4, 2024 for a public hearing to be held on Wednesday, September 11, 2024. The public hearing is proposed local law D of 2024 regarding the revisions to Town Code, Chapter 12, Article 7, peddlers, hawkers, and solicitors.
Okay, very good. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. And seconded?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And it's carried. Okay, Sue, did you have anything else under public safety?
I do not.
Thank you. And they're not here, but we don't have anything under administration. And we move to receive and file. Sue?
Okay, warrants 2024. 33C, 33G, 33M, 33T, 34C, 34G, 34M, 34T. These are the bills that are presented to the town and paid. They come out of capitals. We have the general fund, medical, and transfers. And we also have liquor license for 3401 Vestal Road.
Thank you very much. Okay, we don't have any petitions or protests, and we don't have any old business. We also don't have any new business. And we just have a few announcements. Brush pickup, will be the first Monday, so this upcoming Monday, so reminder, this is, it might be the last.
Monday is a holiday.
Oh, Monday is a holiday. Are they doing it Tuesday? Well, I would put it out there. So possibly Tuesday, they'll come around for this year, for this month, but, just remember it is monthly. Please have it out on time, but it will take them sometimes. It will always take them a few days to get through the town. So if they don't come on the first day, they are coming. Please make sure you have it ready when they first begin going around. And we want to give a big thank you to the Recreation Department. They're just wrapping up all their summer programs and classes and the pool coordination. So we want to thank Patrick and his recreation planners, and they did an absolutely amazing job. But we also want to thank all of the people, all of our summer help who came out and ran the programs, were instructors and coordinators and helpers. And without all those people that help us out in the summer, these programs could not be possible. And as a wrap up to summer, we also want to say a special thank you to our police chief, Stace Kittner, all of our SROs, and all the volunteers that helped make the Youth Academy a tremendous success once again this year. So they run an amazing program, and it is very heartfelt for them. But so we want to thank them for all the work that they do. And the last day, and going on to a different topic, the last day of the swimming pool will be Saturday, August 31st. But it is a brand new swimming pool. They did a fantastic job this season and was heavily used. So it's great to see everybody enjoying it. So thank you again for all the lifeguards who made it possible, and for Patrick and his staff that did all the hard work to make it happen. I also want to announce that the Vestal Fire Department will be having an expo on Town Square Mall on Saturday, October 5th, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the fire department is doing an amazing job coordinating all different emergency services to be out there. So we do encourage you to be out there. We want to thank them for coordinating everything. It sounds like an absolutely great day. And fingers crossed for the weather, but I've seen them out in the rain as well. So we're looking forward to again, that's October 5th, once again, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Town Square Mall. And with that, and I don't think I got a chance to thank them for the second round of their stand-upness. So I just want to thank all the volunteer fire people, men and women, who were out there once again when we had the threat of flooding for the last time. And of course, the time before when we had all of the heavy rains that brought flooding to a lot of our residents in a lot of our areas. And I want to also reinforce that it is not just one department or one group out there. It is the fire department, it is the highway department, it is the police department, it is our town engineer with his staff. Everybody is on board and responding, whether it be a full out flood situation like we had the first time, or the second time where they was very precarious and luckily ebbed off. But everybody is on point, and we want to thank them for being out there in tremendously bad weather to help all of our residents. So thank you to all of them. And I also want to tell all the residents that after the event, and speaking to all the residents, and as they did, our town engineer will be working on plans for our chronic flooding locations. Now, nothing will happen overnight because it takes planning, it takes money, but we will start to have a very coordinated effort to work with our grant writer to try to develop, number one, plans on what can be done to help those areas. It's difficult and they're big jobs. However, we now look at all the funding coming down from the state and from the county and we work with a grant writer and it is on our wish list. But we're putting it forward and we're hoping that if we can get some funding, we can start to address these situations. Again, it's not going to happen overnight and there's no guarantees for anything. But I want to tell you that every person that works for the town and our town board is totally dedicated to do everything we can to help our residents and to try to solve the problems that we have. So with that, so do we have a motion to adjourn? Oh, committee reports. Does anybody else want to add anything? I apologize.
Under public safety, I just wanted to congratulate the fire department moving forward in the efforts to become a special district and applaud them for all the work that's gone into this. And it really has been a tremendous effort. And we started all this work 10 years ago and we're getting there. So nice job.
Thank you very much. And
Yeah, just a quick public service announcement. Broome County is always looking for more poll workers. The website is broomvotes.com. It is something that you do get paid for your time, but if you want to do your civic duty, get involved with the voting process, being a poll worker is a great way to do it. Thank you.
okay, thank you very much. And with that, thank you. I want to wrap it up too soon, right? We have to go to the public comment section. So with this is a general. Does anybody have a general, any member of the public have a general question or comment on any topic that was not on the agenda? Thank you. Ma'am? Sorry, I apologize. Luckily, they remind me.
Thank you. Well, good evening. My name is Marina Pomukchinsky, residing at 640 Acre Road. Your common visitor. This is my second time kind of visiting through the summer with regard to the rooster situation. I thank you so much for accepting, as the whole group of our board, the new rules, the new regulations for the rooster. And I know that it started working since July 19th. I addressed the situation continuously to the code department, and unfortunate enough, they've told me that you will be working on the specifics of the situation and will come up with some resolution due to them not having the specific rooster officer. We do have the dog control officer. We probably need to create a rooster officer or the person who will be in charge of coming and just providing the support and kind of really overseeing and taking care of the situation. So as of right now, I'm reporting to you, situation is not taken care of. I'm still sleep deprived. My husband is with me. He is the owner of the property. Can confess to the same exact situation we are suffering for more than 2 years from. And I would like to hear your specifics on what was done on the 26th once they send you, as if they promised, the complaints, which I recently wrote through the summer. And I was promised that you will come with some resolution or at least some critical advices that would be helping my condition and condition of those who are exposed to the nights, crows of this rooster.
Well, the code department is the one that handles it, and Lincoln definitely did look into it. And yes, we did pass the codes. We actually just recently got it back, the verification. They don't actively go into an effect, which I believe was communicated to you, until the state sends back that, yes, we've accepted it and
I was
it's a go.
communicated that, yes, it
Mhm.
was accepted on the 19th of July, which is wonderful. Yes, so it
Yes.
happened already. Code
Okay,
department
ma'am.
told me that they cannot do
Ma'am,
anything.
yeah, it can't be a back and forth. Let me just finish.
Mhm.
I want to address it. So we'll follow up with Lincoln and we'll see where he stands with it and we can get back to you because we do have your contact information. I believe we have emails, right? And I know Lincoln has your contact information. So we'll find out. We'll look into it. I believe it should address your situation, but we'll find out what the particulars are. But we'll answer you as soon as we find out.
I
Okay?
appreciate it.
No,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you. Okay, does anybody else have any question or comment? Okay, with you. With
Motion
that,
to adjourn.
thank you. And seconded?
Seconded.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, no, with that, we're closed. Much for coming this evening. Have a good evening.